Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Vinland Saga Season 2 episode number 19 reaction. Alright, the previous episode, it was one of the most disturbing episodes of this entire series. Obviously we've seen some messed up stuff in this show, but yeah, the previous episode takes the cake. And like, my god, yeah, I don't like Kettle. Obviously, I always didn't really like think much of him. Just thought like he was like a very broken man, kind of a guy who isn't bad, but is not good at the same time. I still think that. I still think that he's a broken man, and I still think that he isn't bad, neither good. Circumstances made him this, but after what he did, I don't think I'll be able to tolerate him from this point onwards. Obviously, I want him to get what he deserves. And the only way I can see that happening is if Canute comes in and actually takes everything away from him. The one thing that he's afraid of, that is losing everything, everything going away from his wealth, people. I hope that exactly happens to him. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I do hope that that's actually what happens. Like up until now, I was kind of hoping that Canute doesn't really take his place away, take his farmland away, or nothing bad happens. But now I think that he should actually get what he deserves. So yeah, he's an unfortunate man, but that doesn't give him the right to do what he did in the previous episode. So yeah, no forgiveness. At least in my part, yeah, no forgiveness. Either way, it's crazy how in the previous episode, after what happened, like there was this whole thing about like this hype, this excitement about Leaf finally meeting Thorfinn. And my god, I it actually slipped my mind in the previous episode. In the end, when I was in the discussion section, I realized that wait a minute, Leaf and Thorfinn are standing side by side, so they actually met. Went out of my mind completely after the thing that happened in the previous episode. Like my god. All right. So yeah, we can see that Kettle has gone full crazy, and now obviously he is on his way to take back what other what other peoples are trying to take away from him. Like that's like the thing that's going on. Like he's gone full crazy, and he's like taken up the sword now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Thorgil will be very happy with this because finally Daddy has joined me in a battle. Olmar is not happy about this obviously, and I don't know what else is going to happen. Let's see what happens. Episode number 19. Let us get started. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Look at him. Battle for Kettle's farm. Hmm. Yeah, nothing can do about it. Well, Fox is like, I don't want to be here. Exactly. Oh. Oh. Alright. Yeah, they don't know he's a king. Ah, I see, I see. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look like it, but well, I'm pretty sure Thorfinn is not going to participate in any of this nonsense. Yeah. Well, screw him. Yeah. No, I feel like Thorfinn is going to be like, yeah, obviously with the whole situation with. Hmm. Yeah, well, a lot. Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh God. I don't know. I don't think so. No, no. Yeah. Oh boy. I. Well, oh boy. Oh, are they here already? Oh no. Yep, there they are. They'll probably be here by evening. Yeah. Hmm. My God. Like how? Hmm. Wait, so they're already here? Oh my God. I thought it's going to at least take up until evening or something. What are you doing? Are you stupid? What is he doing? Is this how you guys are going to fight? Oh my God. Half. Wow. What foolishness. They have better stuff. I'm sure their bows are like premium quality bows, like These guys, they're pay to win. Oh my god, here we go. Well, your majesty is here. Exactly. Perfect for perfect for taking. Oh boy. Damn. 10 years of outlawry. Oh boy, I feel like Thorgil's gonna kill him. Kill the messenger or something. Damn, these guys look strong. These guys. Just look at them. Good god. Like they're all of them are like battle veterans. Boy. Uh. They had to kick your. Yeah, enough. More than enough. Oh my god, you idiot. Don't think. Don't even think that you can take them on. Oh my. Wow! You. Look at. Oh! These guys are stupid. This is. Have you seen them? They have full plated armors with this big weapons. They're this tall. This. I don't know what the hell. Oh my god, great. That's even better. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Snake. That is exactly what it is. They're not your run of the mill soldiers. Exactly. Like I said, they're pay to win, while we are free to play. Yeah. Yep. Damn. Oh, so funny. Like I cannot believe Kettle thought that he can take them on. Wow, you are an idiot. Yeah. And half of our people are farmers. Yeah. And Snake is going to stay here. Yeah. No, he's not going to do that. No, he's not going to betray his employer. Like, are all of those actual truth? Is he actually that strong? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Is he talking about this kettle? Okay, it is him. Yeah, and that's why he won't run. He cannot really. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. So, oh my god. Wait. What about Thorgil then? What? Okay, I'm so confused. Like, even Thorgil calls him Iron Fisted Kettle. Then why? He's his son. So, oh boy. I feel like he's doing this more for Spherical, not Kettle. Obviously, he has a bond with Spherical, so. Hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like half of them will die, but they know that themselves. Yeah. Like I'm still not sure about the whole Thorgil's. Thorgil also calls him Iron Fisted Kettle. Why then? So does he know that his father is actually a? Okay, here we go. Olmar is not. Yeah, he cannot even cut a pig. Like, what do you think that he can do? Right. Bait as fodder. I'm sure he's going to say that. There we go. There we go. Fodder. Basically fodder. So Thorgil plans on actually attacking Canute. I guess that is a plan, I guess, but I don't think that's happening. Oh my god, just look at these guys. Like, you idiots. Like, look at them. They don't even have enough gear, enough armor, enough weapons. Like, oh my god. Yeah. He deserves this. Whatever's going to happen. Man, shut the hell up. Whatever's going to happen to him, he deserves each and every one of it. And I'm here to see that. Ugh. Oh no, even I guess he will have to participate. Oh, like, because of one man's foolishness, two men's foolishness, like Ketil and Thorgil, so many people are going to die. Oh, they are going to move them. Okay. Yeah. Oh, but it is going to move. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wait, where's Svenkel? I'm guessing he's probably still. Yeah. Oh my god, again, here we go. This scene again. Now she is on the cart. Oh god. Well, she's going to die. Like, it's pretty obvious from here. Oh, yeah. What the? A deer and a wolf. Hmm. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, she's gonna wake up temporarily, I'm guessing. Oh my god. Damn, that scared me. Well, there you go. My god, yo! These guys, hey, look at them! No, but Thorgal is coming from the back. Wow. Yeah. Your son has different plans. My god. Where's Thorgal? Well, your brother is a. Wait, did Thorgal actually give him the. Oh boy. I think Thorgal actually gave him the task of going. Oh no, there he is. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like Canute can probably defend himself because he got the training. You're I feel like something crazy is going to happen. Like Canute will probably be able to defend himself or something. Something wild like that is going to happen. Because we saw before that Canute also is getting training to fight. And if it's about quick wit and cunning, yeah, Canute is like no one can defeat Canute in that. So I'm guessing what Thorgil is going to try to do here is probably sneak in and try to kill the two guards beside him, and then try to attack Canute. So, or I don't know, probably will take him hostage or something. Either of that. And Canute is probably going to do something that will just completely flip the whole thing on its head. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, that is it. So, this was an episode filled with foolish people doing foolish things. Like, first of all, like, Kettle is just completely an imposter. He's a scam completely. Like I actually thought that he was probably like previously people used to call him the Iron Fisted Kettle, but then he probably got to know the horrors of war, and that's why he has given it up. And I had in my head I had that impression of Kettle. No, he's a full scam. He just took someone's name. So basically, Kettle Iron Fisted Kettle is someone else completely. And obviously, since they have the similar name, people started probably thinking that he's Iron Fisted Kettle, and he just let it like just went with it. And the whole thing with Thorgil, I think obviously Thorgil also knows that he no like I think Thorgil doesn't know that he is not the Iron Fisted Kettle. I think he probably lied to everyone, like even his sons, that he probably said something like, oh yeah, you know that Iron Fisted Kettle, yeah, that is actually me, like that's the thing, like I am the Iron Fisted Kettle. I'm sure he lied like this even to his sons. Like otherwise I don't understand, like if he's an actual scam, Like if he really is an imposter, he is not the original Kettle. Why, like like in one of the previous episodes, we saw Thorgil talking to Kettle and saying something like, "Oh, you are called the Iron Fisted Kettle." I like it would have been such a pleasure to see you back in your days of your glory. Like he said stuff like this to him. So I don't think he knows that he isn't Iron Fisted Kettle. So I think he even lied to his sons that he's Iron Fisted Kettle. This whole Iron Fisted Kettle, he thought that everyone started calling him that. So he just thought like, oh, let me just go with that, and even lied to everyone that he came across. Even his sons, he told a lie that, oh, I'm the Iron Fisted Kettle. Your daddy is actually Iron Fisted Kettle. Haha, that type of. Yeah, like that's what I'm guessing. But anyways, so yeah, like what can I say? Like the more I'm knowing about Kettle, the more I'm realizing that this guy is a fool, like a person full of crap. Like that's him. Like my god, in this episode it came to light that he is not actually the Iron Fisted Kettle. Like they kind of hinted it, but I actually thought that he was Iron Fisted Kettle, but he just gave it up because he got to know the horrors of war. That's why he has like given everything up. But no, he wasn't Iron Fisted Kettle from the beginning. Like, huh, wow, that's actually that's crazy. Right, so here we begin this episode with Kettle and Thorgil gathering all the men, saying that, you know what, we can do this. Wow. And everyone is like getting hyped up because they said that they're going to let the debts, all the debts, go away, raise all their debts they had towards Kettle. So all of the villagers, they're like, all right, you know what? Maybe we can do this. Like that's what everyone is thinking. So obviously, the one who are the more sensible ones, that is Snake and his men, they know what tomfoolery is going on here. They're like Fox is like, Snake, like what is going on here? Like, are they for real? Like, are they really going to take on the king's men? And Snake is like, yeah, that's what it looks like. And he's like, the master is the master is serious about this, so we have to do it. And he looks at Thorgil and he's like, yeah, Thorgil has been able to somehow get all these men on board by saying that they're just going to let the debts go away. And they don't even know about the fact that they, like, at least up until the end, they didn't know that they will actually be fighting the Kingsmen. So like this, like Snake says that this is like a good strategy that Thorgil did. It's like they didn't really tell the men that they'll be fighting the king's people. So like almost at the end, when they're like all on board, they're like, yeah, we're going to get him. And then he subtly probably explained to them that, oh, by the way, guys, yeah, actually we're fighting the Kingsmen. So there you go. That's the little secret that we kept from you. But yeah, you guys are on board, aren't you? You guys are Norsemen, like like you're not going to go back on your words, will you? Like basically that's what happened. So yeah, like now that they're on board and they just told them the truth, like most of the people, they are obviously, them being Norsemen, they have high pride, especially in these type of matters relating to war. So yeah, they're not backing down. And yeah, they probably were like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, Kingsman, we can do it. That was, I'm sure that's how it went. And Thorgil also knew that these guys are just in no way will be able to scratch the surface of any army that the king brings. So why did he like recruit so many people? So that they can be the cannon fodder, the decoy, while he sneaks around, goes in the back and tries to take Canute hostage. Now this is another thing, like I'm so confused. Is this why he wanted to fight the king's people? To sneak around in the back, like making like a whole spectacle in the beginning, like just sacrificing like half of his men, and he himself will sneakily, like a little like a rat, will go in the back and then scurry around and then go and attack Canute. Like, was this his plan? Like, why? Like, I thought he was a battle hungry, war frenzy, like a Norseman Viking, and that is why he wants to fight. So Like, then what was the whole point of this? Like, he's he comes in stealthily from the back. He didn't even kill anyone in this whole battle that's happening. So is this why he wanted to do this? To scurry around and like stealthily go in the back and then attack Canute? I'm so confused. Like, why then? Like, up until now, I was under the impression that he actually wanted to fight. Like, he was like this, that crazy power, no, like like, like frenzy guy, that he wanted, even though he knew that he was going to die, he wanted to fight and go out with a bang. Like, that's what he wanted. That's the impression I had in me. Like, that's what he wants to do. So I was thinking like, oh, he will be the first one to jump into the battle, and he's going to fight everyone and like attack all the Jones Vikings and try to defeat them. He'll probably take out like 5 or 6 of them, but then ultimately he'll die fighting. Like, I thought that was his whole plan, and that's what he wanted. Like, what the hell is he doing? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what is going through his head. I am so confused about his intentions now. Is this what he wanted to do? This is how he wanted to fight? Like like an assassin? Like sneaking around in the back? Like what? Alright, I don't know. Like, it's so weird. Anyways. Okay, so next we get to see that Thorfinn is looking at everything, and he goes back to the house, and he explained to everyone what's going on. Obviously, the boatsman, he's fearing his life. He's like, where have I gotten myself into? Like, like I should have never brought the boat here. Like, he's like, can we go now, please? Like, the king's men are coming. Can we please leave? But obviously they like they cannot really leave because Arnheid is in this like a very critical condition, and like Thorfinn is like I cannot really leave. Like, my friend is here, and I'm sorry, but we'll have to stay. And you can see that Leif is very happy. Leif is like, oh, Thorfinn, like, I'm so glad to see you, but I'm more glad about the fact that you have actually settled down. Because in season 1, we remember when Thorfinn saw Leif after so long time, the first thing that he did was give a scowl and made such a disgusted face at him. And when Leif told him that, oh, Thorfinn, please, let's go home, he was like, no, I want to kill I want to have my revenge, like this made this whole crazy thing that he did. And now look at him. He's changed so much. Like, we are still looking at Thorfinn for these 17, 18 episodes. We're looking at him, and we've gotten used to this type of personality. Like, we've gotten to slowly accept him like this. But for Leif, this is like a drastic change. Like last he saw him, like Thorfinn was growling and just crazy, just burning with revenge. That was the Thorfinn he knew, and now this is the Thorfinn that he's seen, and he's like, oh, I'm so glad to see you. And he's like, you've changed, Thorfinn, for the better. But yeah, like, then we get to see Arnheid is in a very critical condition, and she's like still hasn't gotten her consciousness back. Now they're thinking what they should do, they're thinking of whether they should move her, transport her away from here. But then also the fact that if they move her, it's like a very strenuous journey it will be. So yeah, she won't be able to survive like that. So the best situation now is to keep her at rest, but that's also not possible with what's going on over here. So they're kind of in a pickle. They don't know what to do. While next we get to see it's morning time, and Snake and one of his men sees at the horizon the king's ship out there. So they're already on the way. They've almost come, knocking at their door almost. So yeah, now the ships are all, what can I say? Just anchored, at a quite a distance. And one of these villages, this stupid guy, he decides to shoot an arrow, and his arrow doesn't even reach the whole thing. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you attacking from the get-go? Who does that? I was face bombing. I'm like, what are you? Are an idiot. These are the king's men, You're actually shooting from the get-go. Don't do that in this type of situation. Like, this is one of the most foolish things I've ever seen. He did this. Like, what did he think? That his arrow is going to reach and miraculously hit one of the Jones Vikings and he'll die then and there? Like, he'll get the first blood? Is that what he thought? Like, then he's an idiot. Like, in no way is that happening. And the fact that they actually became, like, they shot the arrow first is also another big thing. Now, obviously, the king can actually take action because, like, they attacked first. So, yeah, we can do anything now. That type of thing. So, yeah, it was too late. Like, like, Badger is like, what the hell are you doing, you idiot? Like, don't shoot unless you're told to. You'll never reach them at this range. And as soon as he says that, one of his men just dies. Like, the arrow comes in, and they're confused. They're like, wait a minute, how can their arrow reach her? And I'm like, you guys, you know who those guys are? Those are the king and his men. They have, I don't know, they probably have like some kind of like very strong, like level 100 bow and arrows. It can fly to the end of the world. I'm pretty sure of it. So your weapons versus the king's weapons, the king's men's weapons, in no way are they comparable. Like, in no way. Like, what are you on about? Like, obviously their arrows will reach because they're the king's people, and they're Jones Vikings. They are battle-ready veterans. Like, I don't, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know what these people thought that is going to happen. And immediately they start shooting them. Half of the people over there almost already dies. And somehow they're able to run away. So in comes the king. Canute comes in with his bodyguards, and everyone just come in. And Canute is like, all right, like send a what do you call them? Like a little, like messenger? Yeah, messenger, that's what you call them. Send a messenger and tell Kettle what we have in proposal for them. And in the end, he makes a statement. He's like, Canute is like, oh, this is a good land. Okay, so now, like, I don't know, like, next scene we see this one dude who has this like full plated armor, like helmet. His helmet has so many scars. His face has so many scars. He's this huge. Like, he comes here and he's like reading all the like like the terms and conditions. He's like, King Canute has sentenced the insurrectionist Kettle and his clan to 10 years of outlawry. So I'm guessing he's telling that like 10 years of imprisonment, I'm guessing. Which is, I feel like that's a pretty good deal after what you did in the capital. And now you're like, like actually trying to fight against the king. Like, obviously it's an unfortunate situation. Like, the situation became unfortunate as soon as Canute decided to make these people his stepping stone. Like, it was over then and there. And then, like, the Thorgil made that whole scene in the capital. So yeah, that's what this is going. Like, that's why this is happening. And he says that those normally they would be executed for their crimes. Kettle's clan shall be allowed to live thanks to his majesty's kindness. Oh boy. Humbly accept your punishment. And I'm just looking at Canute's men, these Jones Viking, and I'm looking at Kettle's men, and I'm like, yeah, like, I feel like this isn't going to go well. Like, just look at them. Like, any person with half a brain who is standing in this place is going to understand that in no way are you scratching the people here. You cannot even scratch them. Like, you don't even have that capability because you guys have no weapons, you guys have no armor, you guys can't fight, you guys are farmers, you guys are freaking farmers. What do you think? You can fight against the Jones Vikings? Like, are you mad? Like, what's going on here? Like, do these people not understand what's going on here? Like, they, like, I don't know. I guess they're Norsemen. All of them probably doesn't have any, like, like whenever it comes to wars and stuff, these people lose their mind. It's like a drug to them. Like, oh, war, yes, I can fight finally, yes. That's what happens. So, and also the fact that Kettle actually said that we are going to, like, let's just remove all your debts. That is also another thing. But yeah, like if you look at the situation from, like, like with a calm-headed mind, you can understand. Just look at these dudes. These dudes are huge. They have full-plated armors. Like this big scars in their faces, and they have this big weapons, this big shields. What do you guys have? Spear and a flimsy wooden shield with one little helmet. That's all you have. Like, Kettle is rich, we know that, but that doesn't mean that he will have weapons. Like that's the thing. Kettle is very rich. I'm sure if he wanted, if you gave Kettle, like, I don't know, like 5 to 6 months of, like, if Canute was like, you know what, we're going to attack you, we give you 6 months for preparation time. So yeah, go crazy with that time. I'm pretty sure Canute could actually properly prepare because he has a lot of money, like he can probably buy a lot of good weapons, a lot of armor, probably hire actually trained professional men to fight. And then after 6 months, he could have probably fought a good battle. What happened here is Thorgil made that whole scene in the capital. They ran away from the capital, came here. Kettle went crazy with the whole Arnheid situation, and then he suddenly like grabbed his one little sword, and he's like, "Yeah, we're going to fight." Like no time, they had no time for any preparation. They don't have anything to defend themselves. Like just, and also another thing, if you think about it, Kettle has always hired people to fight his wars. Not wars, but his for the guarding of their places. He even paid King Harold so much money to protect them. So they themselves are unprotected. They don't have any means of protecting them, especially against the king's people. So in no way is this possible if you think about it. But yeah, these people, they're not actually thinking. Like I'm just looking at them and I'm like, my God, like, yeah. So then they go, and as always, Kettle is like, "Oh, that little boy, how dare he? He's going to take away my land? I'm going to show him who is the, who's the stronger one here." And, and I'm like, "No, you're not going to do anything. Like, shut the hell up. Like, look at your men. Your man has nothing, no gear, nothing. What can you do?" And like, oh my God, like, then he's like, all right. Kettle is like, "Thorgil, what are they doing, the king's men?" And Thorgil's like, they're just having their their lunch, and they're just cooking and eating. And I just went and saw that they've put tents and made a camp over there. There's like roughly 100 men over there. Kettle is like, "Wait a minute, what did you say? 100 men?" Like in his head, he's calculating, like, like all the equations go through his head, and he's like, "Wait a minute, that's 1/3 of our men," and he's like, "Ha ha ha! It's so easy, 1/3," and everyone else is like, "Yay! Like 1/3 of the men, we can easily take care of them," and everyone's like so happy, like they're like, "Yay! Like we're going to win this. We'll be defeating the King of England." Like, oh, what a joyous occasion! And oh my God. The foolishness in this, like, I was baffled in this scene. I'm like, you guys did you see those guys? You think you can take care of them? I'm pretty sure like all 100 of you can probably not even scratch like, like 10 of them. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the Jones Vikings can take 10 of you people at the same time without even breaking a sweat. And these guys are getting happy because they're like, "Oh, we have 300 men and they have 100 men. Like, wow, the foolishness in this. Like, good God. It's just like, I don't know. Now, obviously, Snake knows way better. Snake is kind of keeping an eye, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I don't think we're winning this." And then I love this part where Fox is like, "Wait a minute. So, like those men look strong. Like, are we okay?" And Snake is like, "Yeah, you're right. Like these people, each and every one of those Jones Viking you've seen, they're as strong. Each of them are as strong as Thorgil." And as soon as he says this, and he's like, "Oh, they're Jones Vikings," Fox's face was like, "What?" He's like, "What?" And Snake is like, "Yep, that's the unfortunate situation." Like, oh god, like this is the difference between people who actually like spend their life in the battlefield and a freaking farmer. Like Kettle thinks he can take care take care of these people, while immediately Snake and his men realize after looking at them that yeah, in no way are we doing anything to them. Like Snake can probably only defend himself and probably kill one or two people here, not more than that, and everyone else will probably get killed. Like in no way are they surviving this. Like after like Fox got to know that these are actually Jom's Vikings. So here we can see that Snake is like getting ready. Now obviously Fox is boss, like are we really going to do this? Like we know we're not going to survive. And like here Fox says something. Fox is like, oh, like Kettle, like we've heard a lot about Kettle, haven't we? Like that oh no, at first they were like, oh, can we like tie up Kettle and like actually like stop them from going into this foolishness? And one of them were like, wait, didn't you know that this was Iron Fisted Kettle? He's very strong. And Fox is like, oh no, I'm sure we can do this. Like if all of us like gang up on him, I'm sure we can take care of the Iron Fisted Kettle. And here the whole conversation like changes to Iron Fisted Kettle, and he says that, okay, here we go. Snake Tech talks about the whole situation. He says that Iron Fist, huh? I know all about the Iron Fist. Alright, so according to his story, he says, I met him when I was around 15 or 16. He taught me how to fight on the battlefield. He was insanely strong. Okay, he was like an older brother or a boss to me. Okay, years ago I screwed up. I ended up on the run. I thought Kettle would shelter me. Yeah, okay, so here we go. I followed the rumors to his farm. So obviously everyone know this Kettle, everyone knows this Kettle as the Iron Fisted Kettle. So everyone, like when he asked people, they were like, oh, Iron Fisted Kettle, yeah, I know him. Well, there you go, then over there. In that farm, in that neighboring farm. He was over there. And he went there, and then, like he came to Kettle and he's like, who the hell are you? You're not Kettle. You're not the Kettle I know. And yeah, in this scene we can see Snake is surprised. Snake is like, what the hell? He's like, I found a completely different person. So everyone's like, wait, what? Then he's an imposter? Fox is like, what? And yeah, Snake is like, the master is full of crap. He's taking advantage of the fact that they share the same name. So there you go. They're like, hey, I'm amazed they haven't been exposed till now. So obviously he's like, oh, with nowhere else to go, I stayed there, and he fed us, gave us a house, and yeah, I have to pay that debt. So I'm going to go. You guys can run away if you want to. In the end, all of his men stayed. They're like, we are not that ungrateful that we're not going to, we're also going to give back and clear this debt. So we're going with you, boss. Now here's the one thing that I think. I get the feeling that it's not like Snake is not really that loyal towards Kettle, but his loyalty lies with Spherical. I'm pretty sure he's doing all of this for Spherical because Spherical is there. And he after spending time with him, I'm pretty sure we've seen them interact, and we know that he kind of looks at him as a father figure. So more so that Spherical lives, since Spherical is there, he wants to protect the place. Yeah, I'm even if Kettle fed him, gave him everything, I'm sure his loyalty lies with Spherical, and he's doing this mainly for Spherical. That is what I think, at least. Anyways, so alright, so there you go. Now the battle actually is going to start. Now before the battle starts, we get to know about Thorgil's plan. Alright, okay, before that, so what happened? This whole thing with Kettle, this whole Iron Fisted Kettle, this is what I think. So the fact, in one of the previous episodes, we saw Thorgil talk to Kettle and say something along the lines of, oh, you are called the Iron Fisted Kettle, Dad. I wanted to see you back in your glory days. It's such a shame I never was able to get see you like in those days. Now this is what I think happened. The reason why Thorgil also doesn't know that his dad is actually full of crap. Obviously, I'm guessing the story that Kettle went with is like, oh, your daddy was the iron-fisted kettle. Back when, in the when I was young, when you weren't even born, I was the iron-fisted kettle. I'm sure that's what he told his sons. He told that to Olmar. He told that to Thorgil as well. He probably told them that, oh, back back when you weren't even born, when I was young, I was the iron-fisted kettle. And obviously, the original iron-fisted kettle, nobody knows where he is. So he just went with this, and everyone just believed him. So the only people who here knows that he's not the iron-fisted kettle, my guess would be Snake and Kettle himself. I don't think I'm not even sure. I feel like his wife even doesn't know about it. Like nobody knows that he's not iron-fisted kettle. Like only the people who has known him from the very beginning, they know that he's not the iron-fisted kettle. Circle obviously also knows that he's not the iron-fisted kettle. So he's just like Snake says, he's full of crap. That's basically him. He just took that name because, yeah, that it's convenient. That's why. So, and also another thing that bandits probably, like, as soon as they heard that, oh, the iron-fisted kettle lives there, the bandit got scared. Like, I'm sure because of all of these reasons, he took that name. So my guess would be Thorgil is also under the wrong impression that his daddy is not the iron-fisted kettle. He thinks that his dad is the iron-fisted kettle. Alright, anyways, so, alright, here's the thing. Here's another weird thing that happened in this episode now that I'm thinking about it. Like, Thorgil tells about his plan. He's like, you know what, my plan is, Olmar? The king will be over here. There's like water behind him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from the back, get up behind him, and then get the king. That's what we're going to do. And Olmar is like, wait, so but what about the men that will be fighting? And he's like, oh, you think those guys can actually hold a candle to these Yoms Vikings? In no way are they will be able to do that. Almost like, then why did you recruit them? It's like, well, as a to gain time for us to go sneak back and get him. That is why we're using them. Here's the thing that actually weirds me out, and I'm so confused about this. Didn't Thorgil want to fight? Is this how he wanted to fight? By sneaking around and going from the back? Like, my impression of Thorgil was he's going to immediately jump into the battlefield and start fighting like a crazy madman. That's what I thought. And that's what I thought, like, that is why he's going through all of these, things. Because he's that crazy. He just wants to fight. He just wants to have a good fight. That's what I thought. And that's what the impression I got. Then why is he doing this? I'm so confused about this. Like, what does he plan to accomplish? I'm pretty sure he will probably try to go and he'll either try to kill Canute or probably try to take him hostage. But then that defeats the whole purpose. Did he really want to fight like this? I don't know. Like, my impressions of people like Thorgil are that they are so battle hungry that they're going to jump into a crazy dangerous situation and fight. Like Thorgil. I thought he was like Thorgil. Like, he's going to just jump into a fight. Not like this. Like, what is going on? I don't know. Like, I have no idea why he thought this was this was the plan. Like, okay, as from a strategic and from a battle wise perspective, his plan is a good one. I would say that. But it is so weird because I didn't expect him to come up with this plan. I thought his plan would probably be something that involves him fighting the army. But he's like, oh, they're here just to gain some time. I'm going to go from the back and attack him. I don't know. Like, as a plan, his plan is good. But I didn't expect him to come up with this plan where he's the one who will have to fight the least. I thought he will fight, he'll make a plan where he'll have to fight the most. But I don't know. I don't know what else. Maybe he has some other plans. We'll see. Next episode will probably give us our answers. But anyways, here the battle starts. Kettle is like, oh, attack everyone. And Snake is like, Master, final warning. Are you really going to do this? Like, if we start this, we won't be able to come back. We'll lose. Kettle's like, oh, shut up, Snake. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to show them who is the boss. All right, everyone, fight. And yeah, everyone starts going. The Joms Vikings, they with one shield, they're just walking. They're just walking and just like, destroying them with one hand. Like, what is this? This isn't a battle. Like, my god, like, oh, good lord. And then obviously taking this opportunity, Thorfinn and everyone of them, like, Arnheid, taking Arnheid, they decide to go away. On the cart, they're like moving very, keeping it very, like, the cart very slow, and so that it doesn't shake much, it doesn't hurt Arnheid that much. And while they were going, we see Arnheid goes into like that dream we saw. The similar thing happened with Gardar, like he was going in and out of a dream, and he's like they're like on their way to the afterlife, and like I'm guessing that's what it denotes, the cart and them going. And here you can see that Arnheid is accompanied with all of the her family, her two children, like obviously one child who she lost, the other unborn child who I'm pretty sure he's not alive anymore, like after what happened in the previous episode. Yeah. And obviously Gardar, so her whole family is there on the cart, and they're like moving little by little. And you can see that Gardar is like just let's leave this place, this dark gloomy forest where everyone's out for blood, this place which is so bad, like let's just leave this place. And it's been a long and difficult road, but that pain will end soon. And you can see that Arnheid is looking outside and sees a stag and a wolf. Now, this is my guess. I think these two are actually Einar and Thorfinn, aren't they? The wolf is Thorfinn, I think, and the what is it? Is that a deer? Is that a stag? I think that's a stag, isn't it? I might be wrong. I'm bad with animals. I'm sorry if that's not a stag. But whatever that is, I think they're representing, like, the wolf is Thorfinn. I'm pretty sure of it. And I think the deer or the stag, whatever it is, that is Einar. I think that is my guess. Like I don't know. Like I think that's how they're represented here. And Arnheid looks at them, and Arnheid is like oh, it's like not everyone is like what does she say? Okay, let me read this part. But they're still here. Looks at them again. Lives still trying to survive here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Einar and Thorfinn, those two that Arnheid sees. And yeah, like Arnheid knows how bad this place is, how gloomy, dark, and just painful this place is. But she also knows that there are actually genuinely good people here trying to survive, just like her. So in the end, you can see that when they're like almost going out of the forest, and when they'll almost pass over to the light, Gardar stops the cart, and he's like go and say goodbye to the people who have been good to you. I'll wait here with our children. And obviously that is like an indication that Arnheid is probably going to wake up now, and then she's going to die after saying them thank. Like that word that like the last flicker of the flame before it dies, that type of thing. So yeah, like Arnheid wakes up temporarily. Obviously Einar is like, are you okay, Arnheid? Are you okay? And like we don't see much about that part. After that we switch on to the battle, and oh my god, the Jomsvikings are just kicking their ass, like one after the other. They're just moving like this, with one hand shield, one hand sword, moving like this and just doing this. Like, what the hell? Like I said, like these guys, these Jomsvikings are probably like overpowered, like level 100, like an infantryman, while our people, like Kettle's, like farmers, they're like level 10 or something. Like Jomsvikings are just slapping them like this, left and right, slapping them like out of the way. Like that's what's happening. And Kettle is surprised. Kettle is like, oh, what is happening? Like, this wasn't supposed to happen. Like, dude, yeah, he's like, show some backbone, while all of his men are just dying. And he's like, damn, where are my sons? Where are you, Torgil? Like, yeah, this guy is a full, what's his name? I forgot his name. Kettle, yeah. Kettle is just completely gone now. He's like a clown. Completely, he's like a clown. That's what's happening here. Like, good God. And like all the decisions that he's taking from this point onwards is just so bad. Like, yeah. Anyways, we see that Olmar is like, like swimming. He comes up on the shore and he's like, impossible, brother, I'm not like you, I cannot do this. And then we get to see Thorgil in underwater, like just sneaking up on Canute. And Canute, like before this, Canute said that, oh, like like all of them are like, we are way more stronger, like there's no need for any rear guard, tell the rear guards to go in front. And so taking this opportunity, Thorgil is like, yes, like finally I'm here, King Canute, I'm going to take you from the back. Yeah, I'm behind you, King Canute. And there you go, that's where it ended. Like, I don't know what's like I said, his plan is a good one, but what does he think? He thinks that he can take care of King Canute like that? Like, I'm really curious as to what is going to happen. Like, my guess is what he plans to do is he's going to go, and there's like 2 guards with Canute. He'll probably try to take care of them first, and then he'll try to either take Canute hostage or try to kill him. But my guess is like, will that be successful? Because immediately everyone will realize what's going on. That guy, Wolf, I think that's his name, or Wolf. He was with King Canute over there, and we know that guy is a strong one. He is a strong one. Like, I think he's just there beside Canute somewhere. So as soon as he realizes that Thorgil is trying to get Canute, he's immediately going to come and interfere. And I think Floki is also just beside Canute. I think so. Floki was also there somewhere. So in no way I can see this succeeding. Like, and Canute himself can defend himself. We saw that battle against him and like Ulf, where even though he's not as strong as Wolf, he can at least defend himself. So I don't know what like Thorgil is planning. Like, how can this be successful? In no ways can this be successful. So next episode will give us all the answers. We'll see if Thorgil is able to do what he's planning to do. But then again, like I said, I don't know why he came up with this plan, because my guess would have been that Thorgil would try to just jump into battle, because that's how he seemed like. He was so excited at the prospect of fighting, but now he's just making up a plan where he's just sneaking around from the back. Like, how? Why? Like, I'm still not so sure about Thorgil's intentions. Like, if this was his intention, then why was he so excited about fighting? Is this the fight he was so excited about? Just sneaking around from the back? I don't know. Okay, hopefully next episode gives us all our answers, because I'm so curious as to think. I'm trying to understand what went through Thorgil's head. Like, in no way is this, like, he's not fighting, he's sneaking around. That's what he's doing. Is this what he wanted? I don't know. Anyways, let's wait for the next episode. I'm sure a lot of our questions will be answered. So that is it. Thank you for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 19 of Vinland Saga Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Vinland Saga. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.